Hey everyone! With the updates for Lord of Ashes and the latest version Ashmaker with the DLL settings and custom summons and all those good things, I figured it was about time to run through an installation video again and sort of walk through how everything works. So we'll jump on in. A lot of it is a pretty similar process to the Lord of Ashes install, just with a few minor changes. So first you're going to want to grab a few files. So mod engine is essential. So go to the link in the description or in my Discord, grab this. This is the zip that you want. Okay, you're going to go and grab my mod from Nexus Mod Manager. You'll just go to Files and you'll go Manual Download. It will point you towards the third one, Elden Ring Alt Saves. Okay, so grab these three. I already have everything downloaded. Grab these three, put them wherever you like. Just create a folder and do all of your mod setup in there. Okay, so I've already got mod engine extracted, but once you extract it, you're going to get a folder like this. Yours is going to have more entries. It's going to have launch mod variants for Dark Souls 3 and Armored Core. I just delete them, so just feel free to get rid of the Armored Core and Dark Souls 3 ones, just to keep mine extra clean. Okay, then what you'll do is you can extract your alt saves and Ashmaker. Okay, and what I'll do first is I'll just copy alt saves. And we're going to pop this in here, same folder as where your mod folder is and your launch mod eldenring.bat. Okay, so I pop that one there. Next up, you're going to go to LoA Ashmaker, and we're going to grab this one, LoA Ashmaker. The version might be different, don't worry, steps won't change. Okay, and I'm just going to copy everything inside it. Okay, go back in here, and I'm going to paste it all in mod. Okay, beautiful. So those are the mod files. Okay, the last thing that we need to do is we need to open up the config file. So I'll pop this one here. Okay, and you'll see down here in mods, it specifies the path as mod. That's all this is doing. This line is basically telling you it wants you to load the files in mod. So that's that. You can put multiple. We could change the name of this to Ashmaker, and then as long as we just change the name of this to Ashmaker, it's going to load that folder and load all those files. So that's pretty straightforward, but we also added a DLL mod, okay, and we're going to add another one, so we might as well just do that now. So in LoA Ashmaker, now it comes automatically with this DLL settings folder, and you'll see here we have another DLL mod. So we're going to go and put that in the exact same location as alt saves. Okay, but we now have to tell our config file, our mod launcher, to use these. So all you have to do this is you can copy the name of it, okay, quotation marks, paste the name in. You want to do multiple, throw a comma. Okay, I pop a space in. I don't believe it's necessary. And then grab the name of this one. You can do that as many times as you like to load whatever DLLs you want. If you wanted Glorious Merchant, exact same deal. Okay, so that's now the config setup. There's one more step to do for the DLL settings. We go back into our DLL settings and we'll see here that we have this LoA settings folder. Okay, you'll grab that and you have to put this inside your game directory. So where your eldenring.exe file is. Okay, pop that in. I've already got it in, but I'll just override it here so we get fresh stuff. You'll see here two files. This settings.toml is what the game will load. This is a backup, which is just showing a variant of this that we used for our PvP competition. Because what you'll see here is the default settings. These are the vanilla values of the Spirit Summon modifier. And they make spirits extra tanky, so they only take 50% damage, but it makes them deal only 25% damage. So when they fight each other, they end up only dealing 12.5% damage to each other. So it just takes forever. So we speed that up. If you want to edit these values to be whatever you like, you can go for it. And what we'll do here is we can just show a little example of me changing this, for example, to 2. Okay, and we're going to see summons hit very, very hard. I would never recommend setting it to 2. That's crazy. but you've also got the ability to tweak other things. So here you've got the level multiplier in Lord of Ashes. Because you're always playing with summons, I made it slower for you to level up, so you're not just OP the whole time. But if you want to speed up your leveling, then you can just drop this to whatever you like. Vanilla is 0.02, 0.04 is a nice middle ground. Enemies all have double health, again, because you've always got summons, enemies needed to be tankier. So they, by default, have an extra 100% HP, but you can tweak that to whatever value you like. You can make them hit harder, and you can tweak your values. Okay, now one more thing to run through is the custom summons. So you'll have these here. They're all set to silver tier by default. But let's have a little crack at making something different. So the way custom summons work is at different progression points in the game. So this one unlocks after you beat Godric in the progress reward shop at the Twin Maiden Husks. You can get this custom summon item, which will let you summon a combo of any 3 tier 1 summons. If you're greedy and try to put something above a tier 1 in, you're going to get slugs. If there are any errors with what you put in, you're going to get commoners. Okay, so what you have to do is you can go to the Discord and you can find this file here. So this file has a full list of every summon I've added and all the summons in the base game with a tier next to it. Okay, and it's also got Buddy ID and Think ID, and you'll see those are the fields that are required here. Okay, Buddy ID is basically the model. It's the model that you're summoning, and then Think is how it acts. You do need the two to be aligned. If they're not aligned, they can get quite confused and just stand there and not take actions. So you need to make sure you pick matching ones. Okay, so let's say that we want to do, let's say, a grave bird. Okay, you'll see here we have got Gravebird Ashes, that's from the base game. Let's add one of my ones, so we'll see we got these values here. Okay, so we copy those ones in, paste them in, I've done them there. Okay, the buddy one in the buddy slot, the think one in the think slot, and then let's just add another one. Let's say we like birds, so we're gonna go like a warhawk, for example. Okay, let's add a warhawk in. Let's make it this one, why not? Okay, so again, buddy ID. Buddy ID is going to go into this one. Okay, and then we're going to go Think ID. Okay, and then the Think ID, and we'll just leave the third spot blank for now. Okay, beautiful. So that's going to be Gravebird. Now, this is just showcasing a comment. Okay, that's what the hash is highlighting. So we can just say Gravebird, and then down here we can just say Warhawk. And that's just for us tracking it. You do not need to do this. After the hash is just a comment. Okay, so I'm going to hit save on this. We should have summons that deal a lot of damage, and we should have a custom summon that's going to summon a Gravebird and a Warhawk. Okay, so with that, we're all set up and we are ready to go. So let's go back over to our install. Again, just a final check over that everything is all good. We are loading our DLLs successfully, and we are loading the folder mod. Inside mod is where we have pasted all of these. Super quick run through for you. Okay, then we're just gonna launch the game. Okay, so we are loaded in. We have got our custom summon here. This one here, tier 1 custom summon, which you can purchase from the Twin Maiden Husks shop. Okay, and we'll just go and test it out. We're going to summon it against this guy, see what spawns, and see how much damage it does to check that our DLL is functioning correctly. So let's have a look, see, hey? We get a Gravebird and look at how much damage they're doing. 1,000 damage, 300, yeah. So there you go. You can see that the huge damage amounts are in effect. These guys are level 1, it's not been reinforced at all, and you get those. So you can have fun playing with whatever combos you like. That's everything for the new install of Ashmaker. Go out, have fun, see what combos you can build, and enjoy the mod. Thanks everyone, bye.